You ready?
It's live.
It is?
Yeah. 動かないとライブな感じがしないんだけど、今
これ今一応生。あ、すげえ反応があった。
Hello everybody, welcome to Arc Live episode 6.
Wow, 6 episodes.
We've been doing this for a while now.
That's crazy.
But I'm your host James Chen, and I am here joined by, wait, is it Ninja Viking?
You know, SRK messed it up completely. It's actually Ninja Mikey, so I need to have a chat with the SRK guys after this stream. So that's gonna be.
I like Viking,
but you know, it was funny. The guys on the team were like, "Oh, Mike, you got an upgrade." I'm like, "Hey, whoa, that's my name, man. You don't mess with that."
Yeah, but today, obviously, we have a very special guest here, and that is, of course, CEO of Arc Systems Works. Excuse me if I butcher the name a little bit, Minoru Kidooka-san. So.
Awesome. まあ、木戸さん来てくれてありがとうございますと。で、まあ、軽く本人のご紹介と、一言お願いします。
皆さんこんにちは。ハロー、木戸岡です。昨日かな、日本からロサンゼルスに来ました。今日はこのために来たので、この後のコーナーがあると思いますが、皆さんぜひ最後までお楽しみください。BBタックよろしくね。
So I just got in from Japan yesterday, actually, to Los Angeles, and it would not be an understatement if I said I came for this. Oh yeah. So you know, thank you very much for having me, and I look forward to all your questions. And let's BB tag it up.
あんまりゲームのこと聞かないでください。
But don't ask me too many questions about the games.
Okay. I think we've got that covered.
Okay.
We've got some good stuff here.
All right.
But I mean, today, basically, that's going to be the bulk of the episode today. We're going to basically be doing a Q&A with Kidooka-san. But of course, we're also going to be doing a bunch of other stuff as well, right?
Awesome.
So, for example, we're going to actually have a little fun match as well at some point in time where Kidooka-san is going to be playing some Tekken 7 against a mystery opponent a little bit later on.
Tekken 7.
Yeah. And of course, just also wanted to do a quick little birthday shout out to Tsubaki and Izayoi. Apparently it's their birthday today.
Tsubaki Izayoiの誕生日なのでおめでとうございます。 We'll shout out.
Yeah, for sure. But as a really quick reminder, lots of little game update news.
That's true.
Right. So, for example, Guilty Gear Rev 2, the latest patch, has been out on the consoles for a little bit.
Yes.
Finally out on Steam now.
So there you go, all you PC players. Steam に曰く GG2 のパッチが出たという。
And of course, BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle is what everybody's talking about right now.
Yes.
Definitely make sure to pre-order that. And actually, this Friday at what is it? It's like 4 a.m. Pacific time, but
something like that. It's crazy. Saturday Japan time.
Yeah, so it's at 8 p.m. on Saturday Japan time. They're going to announce 3 more DLC characters for BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle on their version of the Arc Live stream.
Well, there you go. Stay tuned.
Yeah, and that's going to be on twitch.tv/Arc System Works, correct?
Arc System Works, that's correct. And it's also going to be on Nico Nama, the Nico Nico Live.
Gotcha.
Yes.
There you go. So yeah, we've got some exciting news coming up this week.
Awesome.
For BlazBlue. But we have also questions.
Yes, we do. But should we first congratulate Kidooka-san on opening his North American branch?
That's right. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that here.
北米支店オープンおめでとうございますと。ちょっと we have a little something to celebrate. お祝いに
There you go.
The Let's Rock wine.
Right, there you go. Heaven or Hell, Let's Rock.
Heaven or Hell, Let's Rock. I wore my Heaven or... Oh, hey, you got it too.
I got a Heaven or Hell shirt. We've got all...
Shin-Yoko. Does everyone know what Shin-Yoko means? Out there?
No,
Shin-Yoko って何ですか?
Shin-Yoko はなんだろうね。
ちょっと待ってください。What?
まあ新横はうちの日本のオフィスがある新横浜。新しい横浜。
Wow. Okay, so Shin-Yoko is where the Japanese headquarters is located, and it stands for Shin Yokohama, which literally translates to New Yokohama.
Oh, nice.
略して新横。
So the abbreviation is Shin-Yoko.
Nice.
I guess that's the LA of Shin-Yokohama.
I'm going to reach over and grab some.
Oh, yes.
Here,
well, you know, next, let's celebrate with a glass of wine. Next time, we're going to have shirts that say Los Angeles, right?
That's right. Oh, nice. We'll have him do the honors.
やりましょうか。Okay.
He's a pro at this.
He's a pro at this. He wanted to do it. He's like, no, I'm not letting you touch this, Mike. You're going to ruin it. Ruin the arc wine. So, awesome. Nice. So, I mean, I think we have some questions for Kidooka-san, right? Yeah. While we christen the office.
Do we want to distract him while he's doing that?
No, let's focus.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, should we zoom the camera in to...
Well, here's the question. I mean, you just mentioned christening the office, right?
Yes.
So after we pour this out, should we plug it back up and then smash it on the wall
really?
of your studio?
All right.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
You
so
are the pro.
Let's rock.
Sure.
Yeah, well, you know.
That is
it's a little known fact. I do a sommelier as a part-time job. No, I'm kidding.
It's befitting of a Viking, right?
Exactly. Vikings
and ninjas.
Wait, are we allowed to be drinking on this stream? Is it a drinking kind of stream? What's the channel saying? Are we good?
I think we're good.
Thumbs up.
There you go.
There we go.
Good. There you go.
You got the thumbs up. All right.
All right.
Well then, gentlemen. では、Kidooka-san ちょっと、maybe let's get a toast from Kidooka-san.
Sure.
なんか乾杯の一言お願いします。
まあ、握手してます。アメリカが、去年の年末にできて、先月このパーティーをやった時の、はい、皆さんにお配りしたワイン、僕も今日初めて飲みます。
はい。
というわけで、頑張りますのでよろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。So this is the wine we were handing out at our media event party, actually.
Nice.
So it's the first time I'm drinking it myself. We'll find out what it's all about.
There you go.
So cheers to Arca Verica.
That's good.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad.
I'm excited.
Let's rock.
When I first heard about the North American office,
yes.
I was very excited about that. To have that presence here in the U.S. now, so I'm expecting big things.
All right. ジェームスさんも初めてその北米支店が開くっていう情報を聞いたときにはもう個人的にもかなりエキサイトしてたみたいなあれまあいろんなビッグなことが起こるんじゃないかと願ってます。
But enough from me.
All right.
But enough from me. We were gathering questions earlier, so we have people in the chat right now undoubtedly asking questions. We
that is true.
Some from Twitter earlier
That's correct.
Today.
Yes.
So should we just get started with the questions? Just go right
Sure.
into it?
まあもう聞いちゃっても大丈夫ですか？はい。行っちゃいましょう。Alright, let's do it.
Alright.
答えられることと答えられないこと結構あるけど。
There might be some things I can and cannot answer, but we'll just get into it. Let's get into it.
Alright. Well, the first question we have comes from 730 Flair. And the question is, how and why did the idea for Cross Tag Battle come about? You know, how and why did they choose Persona 4 Arena, Under Night and Birth, and Ruby? What was the decision process that went into making this game a reality?
Right. Wait, could you keep it up? The first question, 最初の質問は、730フレアからですね。で、まあ、そのクロスタッグっていうのは最初どういう成り行きで、まあ、今に至ったかと。例えばそのペルソナだったり、まあ、アンダーナイト、そしてルビー、どうやってこれをゲスト IP として参戦させたのか、まあ、その決断までの成り行きを。
まあ僕は決断しないんだけどね、あんまりね。
Well, I don't make that many decisions.
もともとブレイブルー自体はその去年2016年のセントラルフィクションで一段落をつきましたって皆さんにお伝えしている通りで、まあ、そこから先じゃあこのブレイブルーシリーズをどうしようかっていうのが多分森君がいろいろ考えてて、やっぱり格闘ゲームってなかなか10年続くと新しいこうお客さんが入ってこれない、まあ、状況があります。
So, actually, as you all know, BlazBlue with Central Fiction kind of had a nice little ending point to the franchise, and it's almost 10 years old, so the general director and producer, Mori Toshimichi, thought, well, how do we get new people to engage with this game? Because when you have a fighting game that's been grown over the course of 10 years, the community gets very tight-knit, and it's hard to introduce the game to new people.
まあそこでまあ、当然ブレイブルーのこうプレイヤーも含めてちょっと一回新しい遊び方を提案しようと。もうちょっとそのやっぱり格闘ゲームコアなのでもう少しカジュアルな、お客さんも含めて遊んでもらえるようなゲームを作ろうっていうことでまずクロスタッグバトルっていうものが考えました。
So,
考えました。はい。
なるほど。 the first step was, of course, how do we make this more accessible to everyone? So a very big concept or high-level concept of the game was to make it easier for people to play, and that's when Mori first decided, hey, we should do this cross-tag battle thing.
Okay.
まあそれがまず第一歩で、次じゃあもう一歩こうもっと他のお客さんに遊んでもらうためにはどうしたらいいかっていうところで、その次のそのペルソナだとかアンダーナイトだとかルビーっていう話になるんですけど、やっぱり僕たちペルソナ4も作らせてもらったし、アンダーナイトの人たちとも仲良しなので、じゃあ一緒に同じこうゲームの中で遊べたらより多くの人が楽しんでもらえるようになるだろうなっていう形で、このブレイブルーじゃなくて他のタイトルも使わせてもらうっていうことになります。
And of course, we understand Persona and Under Night has its own communities and its own fans, and as they're all fighting games, and we've had a very close relationship with, of course, the Persona franchise, as you know, we were behind the development, and the people who develop Under Night are really close friends of ours. So we thought, well, wouldn't it be better if we can play all these games in it's a one-stop shop, you know?
でルビーに関して言うと、森プロデューサーの森が、ルビーのファンで、そういう縁でルビーの、ルースターとこう知り合いになりました。で、去年のちょうど今頃僕と森君と3人でカーボーイハットをかぶってテキサスのルースターまでちょっと一緒にやりませんかみたいな話に行ったのがちょうど1年前です。
確かに。So the producer of the franchise, Mori, he was a big fan of Ruby, the property, and it was his idea to include the game, or include their characters in the game. And of course, because he's a fan, and through various articles, press, this and that, we were able to connect with each other. So exactly 1 year ago, I think, from today, Mori, Kidooka, and myself, actually, the three of us went to Texas to go talk to Rooster Teeth about, hey, how do we make this happen? So Kidooka brought out his cowboy hat. Of course, I mean, you can't go to Texas without it.
Here, let's do a recreation of that
trip.
Okay,
right here. 再現しましょう。Alright.
Mori and Kidooka-san, just hold them next to your head and just be like, oh, okay.
That's himself. So Mori, Kidooka. Alright.
There you go.
Hey, Rooster Teeth, can we use Ruby?
There you go.
Alright.
Nice.
Awesome.
Okay.
I think the wine's working already.
Yeah, I know, right?
そういう形で今のその一緒に参戦してくれるキャラクターが今に至ってます。
So that's kind of how everything came to be. At first it was cross-tag battle, let's tag characters in, then it's like, well, let's add a few more properties, and finally Ruby joined last, and it all came together.
Okay. Well, speaking of more franchises here, Jerome Telos on Twitter asks, how possible is it to get more guest characters, for example, from companies like Type Moon or other places that they're open to working with, seeing as that they're willing to bring in so many different characters?
I see. 次の質問、そのキャラクターとかプロパティの話のくだりで、ジェロム・テロスさんからですね、他のゲストキャラクター、違う会社だったり IP だったり、例えばそのタイプムーンとか、そういうキャラクターを参戦させる現実度っていうのはどれくらいでしょうかと。
それは皆様のおかげです。
Well, that's entirely dependent on you guys. How much support's the game gonna get?
それは当然、今こう発表されているキャラクターだけで終わるつもりは全くなくて、できればその今タイプムーンって言われてますけど、皆さんのご要望になるべくお答えしていきたい。それはもうこちらのせっかくこうアメリカでこう自分たちやろうっていう形でできているので、アメリカの人たちの、希望もそうだし、当然日本のキャラクターもそうだし、それはおいおいっていうかそんなこうスピード感が出ないんですけど、ちょっとずつ考えてやっぱ新しいキャラクター、新しい IP じゃないフランチャイズを入れていこうというのは考えてます。
So, of course, it's not my intent to let this game end with the characters that have been announced or that are going to be announced. And it's always been in the back of my head, how do we keep this going? So I know you specifically called out Type Moon, but which franchises or which properties actually become realized? I mean, that's kind of the purpose of the US office is to get a little closer to the community, kind of listen to what the people are saying and try to integrate and adapt that into our games. And we're not going to be super agile and speedy. Like it's going to be a process, but that is our intent and my intent as the leader. So I hope that we can continue, listening to you guys and seeing what you want and what our Japanese fans want, and then start growing the franchise.
So you hear that? It's up to you guys.
It's up to you guys. そう、みんなお前ら次第だっていう。
まあ昨日もこっちのチームとミーティングという酒を飲んだんですけど、まあその時も非現実的なのから結構リアルに、なるほどねみたいなのアイディアいっぱいもらったので、まあそれを新横に持ち帰って森君と相談します。
So last night we had a sort of team board meeting, which really means we were at a bar having drinks. But all that aside, we started with the dream list, right?
Right now, right?
Right.
So,
もう今みたいな感じですよね。So we started all the way from our dream list. Hey, what if we could get this? Oh man, you're just shooting for the moon. No pun intended. But and all the way down to some more realistic options. What is a possibility? So I don't know. I'm gonna go back to Shin-Yoko. Shin-Yoko, talk it over with Mori and see what we can do.
Okay, sounds good. Well. In terms of not even necessarily franchises to get into the game, but we have True Dragon Kid from Twitter asking what Kidooka-san's favorite fighting game is that isn't by ArcSys.
Gotcha. チルドラゴンキッド、まあそのじゃない格ゲーの中で一番好きです。
まあ鉄拳7ということにしときましょう。
Well, let's just say it's Tekken 7 for today.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Seems like a big Guilty Gear fan here potentially here. So
okay.
Gear. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm skipping a question.
Too soon, yeah.
Let me go back here. We've got Avatar Yaya TV asking, seeing that Dragon Ball Fighters is a huge success, what other franchises would you like to see being made into an Arc System Works game? And I'm assuming they probably mean anime franchises.
Most I'm guessing so, or maybe in general, we could see from Kidooka-san. まあドラゴンボールがすごいヒットして、他にアニメ系のものでこう格ゲー化。
これも皆さんのおかげだよね。まあこれも昨日いろんなアイデアをもらいました。まあその中でさっきも同じような答えでしたけど、僕らも。まあ、ギルティギアブレイブルーもちゃんと楽しんでもらいたいし、他のこう IP フランチャイズでもっと大きな多い人たちに僕らが作ったゲームを楽しんでもらいたいのはもうすごく思ってるので、皆さんご要望を。
Well, send us your requests, because again, this is it's entirely up to you. We'll develop what the community wants, right? Okay, so again, over bars at our board meeting, we were discussing, what could we realistically produce as a fighting game, and a lot of great ideas to take home with me. But again, it all comes down to what the fans want and what they want to see.
We were asked this question earlier, and I didn't have an answer, but I think I have an answer.
Okay, hit us.
I think it would be cool to see a Avatar Last Airbender game.
Interesting. アバター The Last Airbender っていうのご存知ですか？主人公がツルップ揚げなんですけど、ニコローディアンのちょっとカートゥーンで、まあそれの格ゲーがあったら面白そうだなっていう。ぜひご要望を。はい。Throw us all the requests. We'll sift through it.
I got the first one
in there.
There you
go. The first one is in the bin.
All right. Well, Gear Project on Twitter asks.
All right.
Would you be open to a Daisuke Ishiwatari art book for all the recent, artwork that he's been working on, especially the game Exector, which is designed in 1995. Wow. Okay. And I guess as well as a Mori art book as well. So maybe even a combined art book from both of them.
Wow. An Arc System Works collective. Okay. まあ石渡さんが過去描いたその作品であったり、今に至るまで。いろいろすごいゲームが好きで、特にそのエグゼクターが個人的に好きだという人で、この人ギアプロジェクトっていう
ありがとうございます
で、なんかせっかく30周記念なので、もうこういう石渡さん集みたいなアートブック的なものを出す予定とかはないですか？
ごめんなさい、ちょっと エグゼクターって石渡君と関係してんのかな
Wait, is Exector related to Daisuke? I don't know. I'm not sure. We might need a little fact check on that.
僕の記憶ではまあごめんなさい。
My memory's a little hazy.
プログラム作ったんです。
So I programmed Exector actually.
Oh wow, nice. Okay.
でもね、
Nice.
すいません。やるしかないね。
I want to tell you your project. I'm sorry in many ways, but we'll go do a little fact check later on.
Okay.
で
Okay.
まあ質問で石渡君のその、30周年のそのアートブック、まあうちの会社自体30年だし、ギルティ20年でブレイブル10年っていうすごい不思議な年なので、まあアートブックになるか何なのかは分かんないですけど、まあいろんな計画がこの1年間の中にあるので、まあその中でちょっと今日の意見を聞いて、考えたいと思ってます。
So I'm sure, well, I'm not sure, but I hope some of you guys know out there that this marks the 30th anniversary for Arc System Works, 20th for the Guilty Gear franchise, and 10th anniversary for BlazBlue. So it's a really cool year for Arc System Works in many ways, and we're discussing among ourselves a lot of different plans and ways we can kind of deploy and celebrate this anniversary. And well, your opinion, Gear Project has been put into it's in the hat now, so we'll bring that up at our next meeting.
All right. Well, speaking of hats, I'm kind of confused by the next question a little bit. So, Sam Honey says on Twitter, it's not even really a question, but he just said, "I like your cowboy hat."
Wow.
And
Me too.
what are they talking about?
これ何のことですか？サム・ハニーっていう人がカウボーイハット大好きですって言ってるんですけど、これは何の？
僕のことが好きだと思う。
So they like him, right? Is that so? You like me? Is that what he said?
Yeah, I mean, do we? It's like.
あれ、木戸岡さん、カウボーイ。
Like, do we have?
ジンガ。ジンガ。カウボーイ。
Oh, it was hidden there the whole time. Okay. We've got the cow. Okay.
All right.
Perfect. There you go. We're coming to you live from Texas.
Live from Texas right now in our Texas studio. So in case some of you, I don't know if anyone noticed in Arc Live, but we were teasing that. It was on the gin for a week now.
Oh, nice. Okay. Nice.
There you go.
All right.
Hi.
Let's scroll down just a
All
little
right.
for the
Let's see. Next question. Official SDGC. It's a little hard.
A little bit here.
Can you scroll down? There we go.
All right. As we approach the 20th and 10th anniversary for Guilty Gear and BlazBlue.
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy. 20
That is
years
insane,
now of
right?
Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
Did you ever think they would be as a beloved worldwide franchise as they are now? Like, how much joy does it bring him to know that there are this many passionate fans for Guilty Gear and BlazBlue?
まあ20周年と10周年迎えてこれほど世界的に受け入れられるかと思ってましたかと、まあ今だからこそ振り返って見れるんですけど、
まあ世界的に受け入れられてるっていう風に思われてるのはすごくありがたいです。
Well, I feel very thankful that official SDGC, you think the games are so worldwide, like renowned worldwide.
私そのまあギルティにしたら20年前のことを思い出すと本当に石渡君と数人で始めたこのうちの会社として初めてのような格闘ゲームがまさに20年続くとは思ってませんでした。
And really, looking back 20 years ago, I remember it was myself, Daisuke, and just a few other team members developing Guilty Gear for the first time. So 20 years has been a long time, and I guess, yeah, and looking back and looking at where the game and the franchise is right now, it's come a long way. Definitely come a long way.
石渡君こんなちっちゃい子供だったからね。
Well, Daisuke was just a little kid. I mean, let's be honest. He's a little kid.
He looks the same now.
変わってないんじゃないか。あまり変わってないかも。
本当に20歳の専門学校生だったので。
Oh wow, he was fresh out of a trade school.
初めて作ったゲーム。
He was 20 years old. The first game he made was Guilty Gear.
I know Kidooka-san was at Evo. I'm adding to this question myself here, but how much did it was it a wonderful thing to see the whole stadium watching Guilty Gear, or just the whole venue, I should say, watching Guilty Gear at Evo, watching BlazBlue? Did that impact him in any way?
Right. まあ去年のエボでも参加されたと思いますが、その際にすごくそのメインステージでギルティだったり、ブレイブルーが こう遊ばれている様子を見て何かこうグッてインパクトみたいなものを感じました。
まあそういう意味では今の質問の世界で認められてるっていうふうに思われてるのはすごく光栄だし、やっぱアメリカのその格闘の中で一番の大きな大会であれだけの人が見てくれて歓声を上げてくれるっていうのはすごくありがたいことで、まあそれが一つのきっかけでもあって今ここにこういうふうにアメリカのオフィスを開いてこれからもっとこう頑張ろうと思ってます。
So it was a very big moment, and I was very glad to be able to witness it. And going back to what we mentioned earlier about it being 20 years and how the game has come a really long way, looking at EVO 2017, the biggest fighting game championship in America, and the game was on the main stage. I mean, there's few moments that are more flattering than that. So again, that's a big reason why we're here, why we're in LA trying to talk to you guys.
Okay, nice. But we're gonna have to go to some serious questions.
Okay, ちょっと真面目な質問になります。
Important questions here.
Okay, important question. I think we need another glass.
Okay. We need some refills here before we get into this.
質問なので、
Okay, here we go.
はい、here we go.
Alright,
There we go. Serious question time.
Serious question.
What's happening?
Alright, serious question here. Ooh, okay.
Alright,
That's a serious
here we go.
amount right there.
That's a serious amount. That's a serious pour. We don't mess around at Art.
So,
Let's rock.
Nola Nerdcast, or I should say Nola Nerdcast, asks this question. He says, in his heart of hearts, if he had to choose cake or pie.
Wow.
意味がわかんない
いやもう砂漠の島にこうポンって置かれてもうやべえどうしようっていう時にはケーキかパイかどっちですか？
ビール
Beer!
There we go. Okay, there you go. That was nice.
Question answered. Thank goodness.
All right. Well, all right. Let's move on. That was a serious question.
All right, very
let's move on.
serious. Absolutely.
Okay. Natsun asks, what made you break away from your traditional one-on-one fighting game style to make BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle? You know, a tag system. It's a very new for the Arceus franchise. Did they look at other fighting games for inspiration and reference, also for like Dragon Ball and BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle?
Right. ナツンからの質問ですね。で、まあすごい従来の1対1の格闘ゲームをよくやってたアークですが、まあ、最近タッグ系が、まあ、ドラゴンボールはじめ BB タッグもそうですけど、まあ、これには何かきっかけがあったのかと。
まあドラゴンボールはちょっと置いといて、まあ、ブレイブルータッグはさっき言ったようにやっぱりもっとこうもっとっていうかまあカジュアルにみんなで楽しんでもらいワイワイ楽しんでもらいたいっていう。このブレイブルーとかギルティギアはどっちかというとコントローラーでガチで戦うゲームなんですけど、まあ、タッグバトルに関してはちょっとやっぱ標準のゲームパッドで遊べるようにみんなでこう気軽に遊んでもらいたいっていう気持ちでやっぱりもう20年のこうファイティングゲームやってるとどんどんこう上に敷居が上になっちゃうので、まあ、そういう気持ちが一番大きい。
I think a really big feeling that I had is you know, I can't really comment on Dragon Ball right now, but in terms of cross-tag battle, I kind of covered this a little earlier as well, but we wanted to design something that was much more accessible to the average consumer, and, you know, having designed and produced fighting games for 20 years now, I think Guilty Gear and BlazBlue, respectively, really covers the hardcore, let's get an arcade stick, precise input and execution. We wanted to make it not just more accessible but fun to interact with. So you pick up a pad, you know, everyone's got a pad if you have a PlayStation or whatever game console of choice. So how can we make an engaging and fun fighting game using that?
Okay. Well, you know what? That's interesting because it kind of leads into the next question. Speaking of Guilty Gear and BlazBlue being the two main franchises, Shish Immortal, I should say,
Shish Immortal.
Is Guilty Gear vs BlazBlue a possibility? Okay.
そのタッグのシステムでちょっと触れたんですけど、シシイモータルさんから GG×BB っていうのは現実的なのかと。
まあ今年30周年で多分次40周年なのか何周年なのかわかんないけど、まあどっかでこれ言っちゃまずいよね。
いや、わかんないです。そこはもう。
としては、まあどっかでやんなきゃいけないなとは思ってますけど、 石渡君と森君は仲悪いので仲悪くない仲悪くないまあこれも皆さんのおかげです。いやまあよく聞かれる質問なんで頑張ります。
Well, you know, this marks our 30th anniversary, right? So that means we've got our 35th or 40th anniversary ahead of us.
Okay.
And, you know, well, I don't know if I'm allowed to say anymore, but this is the question that we get asked a lot.
Of course, right.
That being said, you know, Daisuke and Mori don't get along sometimes, so it's about getting those two in the same room and talking to each other. First of all, that's the first step. That's the first step of this whole endeavor. But again, it really comes back to your guys' support, and you know, I guess you could call it a path or a bridge that needs to be crossed one day. Let's just leave it at that.
Fair enough. Okay, well, a fellow kind of, you know, he's a little important to the fighting game community.
A little bit.
Yeah, of course. Mr. Markman, of course, Markman23 asks, can you just make a Sailor Moon fighting game? Thank you.
Welcome.
まあこれさっきギルティが最初って言ったけど、実はセーラームーンのファイティングゲームはスーパーファミコン時代に作ってて、でたまにバンダイの、まあ、ドラゴンボールの流れでバンナムさんと話した時に、いやセーラームーンファイティングゲーム作りましょうよって言うんですけど、みたいな感じ。
So I actually lied a little earlier. I said Guilty Gear was the first fighting game we produced, but there's actually a Sailor Moon fighting game for the Super Famicom, for the SNES, the SNES. And we were working very closely with Bandai at the time to produce this. So, you know, now we're working on fighters together, and it comes up in conversation sometimes. Hey, would you consider a Sailor Moon?
I mean,
皆さんがバンナムさんにこうプッシュしてくれたら。
So you guys have to push Bandai Namco on this one.
Okay,
this one's a little.
完全に酔っ払ってるからね。
So I might be a little tipsy right now. So this is where you ask all the real questions.
I mean, this is interesting because there's actually a small scene out there that's still playing that Super Nintendo Sailor Moon game. In fact, I was at Canada Cup last year and a bunch of people were like, come play Sailor Moon with us. This game is really good.
Really? すごい今でもそのゲームをやっている小さなこじんまりしたコミュニティがあることは知ってますか？そうなんか去年のカナダカップっていう格闘ゲームイベントに行ってちょっとうちらと一緒にセーラームーンやろうぜって誘われたそうですよ。
で今度のイボでぜひなんか出せたらいいね。
So Evo main stage?
There you go. All right. Sailor Moon, Super Nintendo, Evo main stage.
Well, it's up to Markman. You suggested it. Now he's got to deliver.
He's got control of that side. Okay, there you go. Okay. Well, Blue561 in the chat asks if they've ever considered doing an ArcSys Pro Tour. You know, there's obviously the Tekken World Tour, the Capcom Pro Tour.
Yes.
What about an ArcSys World Tour?
これマイキーが答えます。
So he just threw it to me. Have we considered doing it? Well, yes, of course we've considered doing it, but you know there are all kinds of logistics, and let's just say we are racking all of our brains together right now to figure out how to make this possible, how to make it a fun event, how to make it engaging for everyone. So just know that hasn't been ignored. It's in the works. Like we're thinking about it. We just don't know how it's going to look yet. But we would definitely like to do some kind of tour that takes us around the world.
まあ繰り返しになりますけど、まあプロツアー、ワールドツアーも含めて、まあそういうことをやりたくて僕らここのオフィスをオープンしてるので、それは絶対マイキーがやってくれると信じてます。
So again, you know, we wanted to do a world tour. This is something that I've wanted to do for a while now, and now we have an office in Los Angeles. It's kind of like our first branch, getting our toes wet in the North American community. So the rest is up to me, I guess.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, I don't know if I'm speaking on behalf of Blue here, but please.
Okay. まあ代表してお願いしますとやりましょう。ぜひやりましょう。
Well, Yaya Asakura asks a question that we asked Daisuke and Mori when they were on the show a few weeks ago.
Yes.
What is some of Kidooka-san's favorite characters from the Guilty Gear and BlazBlue franchise?
これは森大輔さんにも聞いた質問ですけど、まあ、数週間前、そのブレイブルーギルティの IP から一番好きなキャラクターですね。
ポチョモキンとなんだっけ、テガ
Potemkin and Tiger.
Nice. He's
All
a big body guy. Okay.
I mean, they're very straightforward. You glance at them and you know exactly what they're going to do.
Nice, nice.
Potemkin Tiger. There you
I know a
go.
lot of grappler fans out there are very happy.
そういう投げ技好きなやつらは嬉しいんだろうなっていう。
Well, Mama Brat asks if you had a chance to add a guest character from either BlazBlue or Guilty Gear to the new Smash Brothers that was so not guest characters in BlazBlue. What would you put in as a guest character into Smash Brothers?
Well, I think you kind of answered that question already. That one's really hard to answer. I mean, it was very specific.
Because I would like to see Potemkin Buster Pikachu. Because I think that would.
ポチョムキンがピカチュウをポチョムキンバスターしてるのはちょっと絵にないじゃない。That's just bullying. You can't do that. I mean, come on. Tita's gonna have a word to say.
Okay. Nice.
Save our rodents. So let's just say, my philosophy for the company is I like to keep a very open mind. If something comes our way, I won't say no, and if we part ways, then I won't try and hold them back and be a clingy ex-girlfriend. So,
日本の会社じゃなくても全然それは世界のどこの会社でも。
and this applies to all companies around the world, not just companies in Japan. So.
Okay. Darkstalkers.
Darkstalkers.
But in any case, I think that's all the time that we have for questions right now.
一応質問は以上もっと答えたいですか？
答えなんか真面目な質問しかないよね。
Oh wow, that was a lot of serious questions. Are there any more fun questions out there? 後でいいですか？ Should we open it up some more?
Well, I'll ask one that we saw earlier.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember who was.
Okay.
Who asked
Should we open it up a little more?
Yeah, I'll ask another serious question here. But
very serious.
Does he consider a hot dog as a sandwich?
これもちょっとさっきポンって上がってたんですけど、木戸さん的にホットドッグはサンドイッチの一種ですか？
ホットドッグがサンドイッチ
の一種かどうか。
俺両方好きだよね。
いや一種かどうか。それ答え。Well, I like both of them. Let's just.
Okay.
I like both.
どっちが好きかって言ったらやっぱサンドイッチの。
ちょっと答えになってなくないですか？ Well, if you made me choose, I think I'd go with sandwich. But ちょっと he's not answering the question. サンドイッチの定義に入るかどうかっていう。
次。
Next.
Alright. Okay. No, the answer is beer.
The answer is beer. まあ答えはビールだそうです。
どっちかっていうとビール。
Okay, well, if I had to choose, I think it would be beer.
Okay. Do we have any other
any more? Okay.
Here? Okay.
Cool.
Well, Piddy himself asked a question. Does a straw have one hole or two holes? Wow. My mind is. I've never even thought about this before. My mind is blown at this point.
ストローたるものは穴が1個あるのか2個あるのか。
2個でしょ。
2.
Oh, definitive answer.
これは何？真面目なアメリカンジョークでもなくてこういうこれは何？
いやだって全部真面目すぎるって木戸さんが言ったからちょっとふざけたやつを今集めてる。
2って何？
そうだからストローあるじゃないですか。だから
2人で飲むべき。
いやじゃなくてストロー違って
じゃなくて
ストローがあるじゃないですか。これ穴を1個として定義すべきなのか1個2個。その定義についてる。
哲学的だね。
This is very philosophical.
Right. Yeah. That's what I was thinking too.
1個でしょ
One, I think. Yeah.
Oh, we changed. Okay. Went from 2 to 1. Okay.
2人で飲みたいけどね。
Well, I mean, I would like to drink with someone, but it's one hole.
The answer is beer once again.
Yeah, beer. まあ答えはビールだと、木戸さんは。All right.
But okay, I think we can move on a little bit.
Yes, and then if we have some time at the end, he said that we can maybe revisit some questions.
Sure,
so we'll do that. Yes.
No problem. But I do want to talk about. I did hint that he was at Evo last year.
Yes, he
right?
was.
And he actually entered Tekken 7 last year at Evo, and is he going to Evo again this year? And if he does, is he going to enter another game again? Is he going to enter any of the games?
まあ去年のエボにはご参加されたと思うんですけど、今年は行く予定があるのかっていう質問と、もし何か参加するんですかと。
それは、 行くっていうか来ますよ。
お
必ず。
Well, he's gonna be there. That's for
Okay,
sure.
okay,
Yes.
awesome, awesome.
で、
And,
なんだっけ。
何かに参戦
それ
します
はもちろん皆様のご要望にお答えして何でもオープンマインドなんで。
Well, I think kind of recurring theme tonight is I'm keeping an open mind and listening to the fans,
Okay,
and the
okay.
fans have spoken, right?
Okay, okay.
去年は社内でインジャスティスは勝てるって言われてインジャスティスを1ヶ月練習させられたんだけどしてたんだけど一番ボコボコにやられました
So last year we kind of had an internal in-office poll, and they all said, "Oh, Kidooka, if you do Injustice, you're gonna win. You're gonna crush it." So I was practicing for a month, and I got bodied. I got swept.
Okay.
So it was embarrassing.
だからうちの社員は信じないです
So I've decided to not trust my employees. That's the moral of the story.
Nice. I mean,
エボの会場で鉄拳7の原田さんにちょっと30分ぐらい教わったら鉄拳7勝ったんだよね何勝ったんだっけ
Tekken 7. So I actually had Harada, Mr. Tekken himself, teach me a little Tekken during Evo last year.
All right.
I think we have a screenshot of that somewhere. And you know, it was actually I think I did pretty good too. I had a few wins, so I was.
Nice.
まあエボのこの1個のトーナメントの中で参戦するっていうその気持ちというかテンションはどうだったんでしょうか。
もうなんか連れて行かれる感じわかる
It felt like being pulled around is the best way I could describe it.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm being told here that he has left it to the fans now to vote on which game that he's gonna play this year.
Right. Which I think they closed already.
Yeah.
But まあ今回そのファンに何をやるべきかっていうのを多分聞かれたと思うんですけど、何になったんでしょうか。
はい。
まあちょっと木戸さんから発表していただいて今年は何に参加するか。
なんだっけ？
いや。What was I playing again?
出してくんないの。
Okay, well let's get up on the cue card.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
let's get it highlighted. Let's highlight it for.
I think what we've seen here is that the game that has won was Smash Brothers Melee.
Smash Brothers
Melee. So he's
Melee.
going to be playing Smash Brothers Melee.
Smash Brothers Melee. Okay, here we go. So here are the results of the poll. Wow. まあ一応こういう結果になりましたと。That's a landslide. That's almost 50% of the votes.
Yeah, that's more than twice
去
this
年出た
next.
のなんだっけ？スマッシュブラザーズを出たんだけど女の子にボコボコにされて終わりました。
So I forgot which Smash Brothers I did last year, but I actually got my ass kicked by a girl.
しかもなんだろうコントローラーを持ってかなくてもうその辺にいる人に借りてやって。
And I didn't know I had to bring my own controller, so I had to borrow one from a guy nearby me.
Nice, nice.
Was...
Okay. All right. Well, he's gonna. I mean, is he? How much practice does he have with Smash Brothers Melee? Does he have a lot of experience playing that game?
メイレーは結構経験とかはあるんですか？
一切ない。
一切ない。Not even an ounce of experience.
So we're gonna have to get Sakurai to train him this time.
じゃあさくらさんにちょっと教えてもらってっていう感じになりますよね。
頑張ります。
All right, I'm gonna do my best.
All right, and
do my best.
Just one more question about Evo 2018. How excited is he to see BlazBlue Cross Tag battle there?
まあまたちょっと18年エボに関する質問ですけど、そこにクロスタッグバトルが参戦するっていうことに対しての気持ちと感想。
いやもちろん何年かEvoに来てるし、うちのタイトルをこう選んでやってもらってますけども、本当にこうそういう今まではどっちかっていうと受け身でこう選ばれたっていう感じですけど、今年はちょっとちゃんとやろうと思って実現できているので、もう本当に頑張ります。
Wow. So, I mean, I'm very honored. Again, of course, we have a lot of titles in Evo, but up until now, it always felt like we were being kind of pulled into Evo, and it was happening to us as much as we made it happen. Okay. So, I think this year is the first year where we're going to actively do some crazy stuff out there. So,
nice.
It's going to be really exciting.
I'm excited. Well, speaking of exciting, we do have So we're gonna actually get to see how much Harada-san's training for Kidooka-san has paid off.
Oh boy!
Because he's gonna play a Tekken match on stream against
a special guest.
Yes, the man himself, d-piddy.
Oh my gosh! Okay. じゃあちょっと軽く休憩を挟んで、まあ原田さんの教育がどれくらい身についてるかっていうのを d-piddy 氏とちょっと比べてみようかなと思います。
まあ10ヶ月ぶりだけどね。
It's been 10 months since I played. You know that,
right? That's good enough. That's
まあまあいいじゃない
good.
でしょうか。
But before we do that, we
Yes.
are going to take a quick break.
All right, let's take a quick break to get set up.
Yeah, you don't want to go anywhere.
All
You're
right.
going to want to check that match out when we come
Stay
back.
tuned, guys.